Paimon never imagined your sister would have sided with, well, keep your chin. Paimon believes, and when the going gets tough, the tough get going. She said we needed to reach the end of our journey. And we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we keep going. Aw, don't mention it, partner. Although, where should we go next? Oh, you mean the god that took your sister? You're right. After all, everything that followed... Oh, yeah, Paimon bets she's the key to understanding... Well, we've ruled out 2 gods so far. Paimon doesn't think we can simply walk into Inazuma. Zhongli said it was a closed nation. Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entry? Oh, Paimon's thought of someone already. Let's see what she...
Time to scout. Oh. Hello. Oh, I mean, good. Is there anything I can...
We wanted to ask...
Oh. So...
Great!
But the chance of success?
Incredibly...
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found all I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was after I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for I don't know how many days. But to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. That's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that I'm even alive to tell the tale...
What a horrible journey!
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission subjects everyone leaving or entering the nation to a protracted approval process.
Kanjo Commission?
Along with the other 2 commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. I suppose they're equivalent. One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering. Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree. They act like the It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this. But after spending so long under that what I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. And even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary document.
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most Outlanders would be unable to acquire, but if you really are set on going...
the raft idea...
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux fleet if they have some way of getting you to Inazuma. Voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experience.
But it's an armed fleet, right?
That part is up to you. If you're able to... The Alcor is the flagship of the Crux fleet. I heard that it's currently anchored by Guyunstone Forest on a supply...
Then there's no time to...
One with my blade!
Yeah!
Need my help as usual?
Let's go.
More speed.
Who have we got here? Wait, I know you. You're that traveler, aren't you? Ningguang told me about you. A traveler of great insight and remarkable skill has saved Liyue, she said. She's a hard one to please, so praise from her is high praise indeed. I remember thinking at the time that it'd be good to meet you, judging by the clothes on your back and...
Hey! The name's not
Paimon? What a fascinating beast.
Huh? The fragrance of what now?
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that...
You're not far off, but they go... This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally...
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible?
Well, I can't argue with that.
Only if the mood takes me, of course.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash?
I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me the Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There are two important rules. One, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts ability. So, you've got nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's that. Two, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little one-sided. You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons, and with Liyue's savior taking part in the tournament. Now that's gonna turn a few heads.
But we didn't come here.
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear... Get this. It's a masterless vision.
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision, it belongs to them.
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But the shell that housed that... As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But
Yep, and the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle... Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. And hopefully this... So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to...
Inazuma?
Well, why didn't you say so? In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless vision...
You just want handed...
What's wrong with that? The more...
What are we gonna do? Looks like we...
Great. Then let's get you signed up.
It seems like it will only be a matter of time before the...
More speed.
Before we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are. Beto said that they have... Hello?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a look at the entrance card. The Clash is a comprehensive... No, but...
Yeah.
Me? Only a 4... What? You? Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith. They tried to sneak past. I planted a left. I stood my ground, of course. I'm not saying I came out
But for us,
I'll see you in the arena.
Hi there. Are you...
That's right. Nothing beats real life. But this tournament is more than just a chance to put training.
Exactly. With a vision, we'd quick.
This master of yours must be pretty...
Famous. He's the founder of the Ling Shan. You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. He's got to be a grand to the Ling Shan clan. He teaches us.
Forced to...
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around. For example, our master can use it to.
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air.
It sure is.
There's a tuition...
Of course.
Recently, though.
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too, maybe we can finally make.
Well, we have to try.
Exactly. Folks will come from far and wide.
See you in the.
More speed.
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the crux? If so, seems I found myself.
So you're also...
You better believe it. I wouldn't be here if I... For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most... No. It's not about what I want to do. This is... I know how that sounds, but let me explain. I've passed in most people, a vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to vouch for me. So, I've also brought along a bit of an entourage for moral support. It's such a... Of course, I also put in a few good... Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll get to see me in...
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu classes,
Chinxa Village
and
Arm
another
Wrestling
guy
Champ.
who's
Next,
just
please. What's your
really
name?
average.
Wait. Did I...
Is it really
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though?
I have to ask. Aren't you... Oh, it's really...
the one that spoke with Lady Kuch?
Oh, I wonder if I can get...
I trust you are aware that, only those without vision... Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are...
Yep, he still doesn't have a...
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yours... It's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a... So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osial, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Yeah, put that down. And also, defeated the...
Whoa.
Might as well declare him the champ.
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw.
Okay, that's plenty. Actually, this is the most... Right, you're registering. A great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing. To win the tournament?
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because
There's another prize, too? Oh, first I...
Beto must have upped the stakes this time.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as...
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto in advance, then? Well, I'm sure a great hero... Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin.
Hey, so... Paimon's thinking even though you don't have a vision, most people in Teyvat think... So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during... In any case, looking at the competition, it should... All right.
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready? Good.
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. His first bout begins now!
You? You're the hero they're talking about?
What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
So, what do you think, Kazuha?
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise some.
Well, I've fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And so come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there.
All right. Let me think. You fought well.
All right then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to join. You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised. And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. For one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below. So, I'm putting you.
Huh? But we only just started.
This is how Captain Beto works. Besides, at your level.
Huh. To be fair.
All right, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. We're finally here, folks. The real
The captain, your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. You may well be stronger than him, but did very well.
All right, that's...
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but I do not doubt your...
Relax. My guy's at the...
Okay.
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for. I'm sweating up. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best.
Right. For a moment, if you had a vision, you
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong, but mine, I lost interest eventually. You can't. I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to...
No, I didn't. I only want. Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them.
Wow.
If you have the chance in the future, please come.
By the way, do you know who...
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have, so don't.
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final round.
Ah, it's you! I myself was eliminated in the third round.
Maybe...
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. I faltered for given my step. Still, I'm...
Hey there! Well, where did the other...
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. There was blood all over the place. His opponent was pretty... Why don't you dodge, they ask. Don't even get me started. I don't dare to... Sorry, I shouldn't...
Oh.
Thanks, I'll do...
We still haven't got any useful information yet.
You gave an outstanding... I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind. But you were quick to adapt, and managed to claim In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard.
He's right. I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new.
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round.
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't... As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill... What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten...
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. I haven't properly introduced myself yet.
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you talk, you don't really sound like someone who...
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial tradition. I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess. But given your talents...
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt.
You betcha. Wait a second. We never told you that.
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? However, there is only so much. Come with me. Now that we're alone, let me cut to the... You are skilled in manipulating the elements. And not just...
Paimon knew that you were hinting at...
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, if I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic. Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of... It is things of this nature that...
As crazy as all that sounds...
My humble abilities are negligible. To think a human could wield the element, and not to mention your incredibly complex scent.
Hey, stop evaluating...
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities? So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy?
It's nothing really. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened. Honestly, even Paimon...
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the... However, I still wish to have the honor of... Of course, I too shall share with you. Now then.
Time to act. Let me read you. Shudder. Eye for an eye. Rack and ruin.
Your skills in battle are... Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining battle. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to In other words, as long as you remain mindful, please, save your thanks. The world is a truly
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own? Why
I desire to know what meaning and what influences the god... My apologies for allowing me the honor of witness... So that's what you're curious about? As you well know, a vision hunt... Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions come in the outset. Supposing each of the 7 archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings... Not to mention, with no new electrovisions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem that we can infer something...
She sounds less like an Archon and more...
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. She will relent... Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what did... It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma...
Sounds a lot like something that...
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before? With time, we will change. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to the time for...
Oh, right! We got so...
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can... Very well.
Never mind. We can start by making urine. Everyone, listen! We've reached the climax. We've seen many exciting battles today. And now, Now, I'd like to introduce... He strikes fear into the heart of a...
Wow!
I'm sure everyone... But today's final round... As for our other combatant... Come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just Apologies! Everyone just sit tight! We've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up...
Wait a moment. Captain Beidou, perhaps we should check up Traveler.
Let me see. It's gone all right.
Huh? Did somebody steal it?
We don't know when it was I never thought.
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand is... The the vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility.
Well, if you insist, I'll stay here and try to offer.
If you would, please come with me.
But we're on an...
Come with me. I can...
Huh? A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see, shortly.
Can't run from death.
Let's go, let's go.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Time to scout.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Shudder!
A hunter. He comes.
Eye for an eye! More speed.
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway.
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Drat! If I only had a vision. Or if I could activate...
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And on top of that, I could hear your boat. In other words, you failed to meet any of the...
You...
But most disappointing of all is this. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human
Fine! Fine! I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full.
Aha! So
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone After watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about... Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skill... I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow, after all I went through to get it? I think not. I know an empty... Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty...
Huh? You're not...
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match. It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead.
Whoa, whoa! We don't need to...
I never would. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it.
Yeah. Just a temporary setback.
No. Do what you want.
He has persevered to the bitter end. And now put down the vision and leave.
Huh?
What's wrong? It's up to you.
No need for...
Huh? Pirate?
I take no pleasure in frightening others. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength... But unfortunately, yes. I want... From the moment he stole the vision, I've tried many other methods, though few tales tell of a masterless... After seeing you command multiple elements... Come, why don't you give it a try?
The vision...
I see. So you are also... No matter. This was expected. I suppose that...
Yeah, what's the
The story begins with He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning.
Kazuha!
All right then. It's time we allow me to gather the...
Huh? Did Beta leave already?
If you're looking for the captain, it seems that the Crux Clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her. Captain Beto was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she... But still, Captain Beto was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be... He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, in which case the Crux Clash...
Huh? If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified.
Paimon thought we'd win it.
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor gets...
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beto is... But the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous... In fact, the relentless...
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather?
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears, then it should come as no great... Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need... In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my...
Paimon believes you...
Thank you. One final word of warning. The part of your journey...